Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here, Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to my channel today. Thank you all of you out there who are subscribing to Traveling with Bruce, throwing thumbs ups our way and sending me comments. I really appreciate it. Love it when you join me on my live shows Monday nights, and all of you who are sponsor members and making donations to the channel. Love you guys. Thank you very much. Big news today, major news. 2 cruise lines have made news. Norwegian and Royal Caribbean with Azamara. We've got breaking news on both fronts. First of all, we know this is normal right now. People are traveling through airports and everywhere else all masked up. It's the way it has to be, and testing is becoming more and more common for more and more of us out there. Right now, with all of this happening, cruise lines are systematically extending their shutdowns. And today, Norwegian Cruise Lines have joined the fray. They have officially mentioned to the world, yeah, by the way, guys, we too are extending our shutdown. Now there will not be any sailings on Norwegian until May of 2021. So any of you out there who had March and April bookings, you're going to get notified by email here very quickly that your sailings have been canceled, and you'll be given options to rebook with the cruise line. They're already talking 2022 and into 2023 sailings. Again, folks, as I've been speculating here, unfortunately, with the vaccine rollouts in largely in disarray, there are certain areas where the vaccine rollouts are working well, but there are many areas where it's just not happening. It really doesn't look like a majority of North America and Europe will be fully vaccinated until well into the summer, perhaps the fall of 2021. And that just spells doom for cruise lines. There's no way these ships will be able to sail anywhere because passengers won't be able to fly to their ships, fly home from their ships, and pass the protocols to get onto the ships. It's really a mess for a while. The other news here is coming from Azamara and Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean announced this morning they have sold the entire Azamara Cruise Line to a private equity company called Sycamore Holdings, Sycamore Partners, I guess I should say, for $201 million in cash. The cruise line will continue on. The good news for Azamara sailing clients, the passengers, this cruise line will continue on. It is a much beloved cruise line with a very deep core fan base. The service is second to none. When these ships are at capacity, they have 690 passengers in absolute 5-6-star comfort with 400 crew per ship. So a very high crew to passenger ratio, giving you top-notch service. The bedding is fantastic. The furnishings are awesome. The cabins are great. Like I said, this cruise line does not have an issue attracting people to want to sail on these ships. Average per night rates for this cruise line in the high season, you're up to $500 a night per person, plus. It's not uncommon for someone to take a 1-week cruise on this cruise line during the high season in the Mediterranean and perhaps drop $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 per person. But you are getting spoiled rotten here. Food is top-notch. Service is top-notch. The ambiance is there. And as I say, folks, come back to this cruise line again and again for this absolute luxury, top-notch service, beautiful surroundings. As I say, for Azamara, it's a good move. For Royal Caribbean, brilliant move. From a corporate perspective, this is a brilliant move for the company to try to sell one of these ships just for cash. Royal Caribbean right now, in the height of the pandemic, they wouldn't get more than $10 million for a ship. But by selling the entire cruise line with the 3 ships included, by the way, the 3 ships are known as the Azamara Journey, the Pursuit, and the Quest. By selling all 3 as a cruise line package, they net out $201 million in cash. A much better deal. Plus, of course, for the next probably 7-8 months, the cruise line, Royal Caribbean, will not have to pay probably 10 to 15 million a month to keep the cruise line in business. So they're in effect saving $100 million by not carrying Azamara until the fall, getting $200 million now, stop the bleeding, and move on from here. Don't fret if you're a fan of Royal Caribbean. If you're still looking for 5, 5.5, and 6-star sailing accommodations, they still can offer that because they own, of course, their Royal Caribbean brand, their Celebrity brand, and the Silversea brand. So Royal Caribbean still has you covered. This cruise line, Azamara, specialized in cruises in Europe, and the European clientele that this cruise line has will now be pampered by the new owners. They will all get immediate emails upon the closure of this deal, expected in the first quarter of 2021, and they will be looked after. For Royal Caribbean, they can focus their attention here on this type of vessel. This is the direction that Royal Caribbean is looking to go for towards the future. The brand new pulling out here of the Odyssey of the Seas just a little over a month ago, $1 billion build out. This is what Royal Caribbean is noted for and will be noted for. They have been making a series of moves now in the last few months to shift their focus away from the smaller, older vessels and shift towards these brand new mega dream machines. This is an unbelievable vessel, the Odyssey of the Seas. We saw Royal Caribbean make the first move a little while ago when they said goodbye to this ship right here, the very much loved Empress of the Seas, the smallest ship in the fleet for Royal Caribbean, the oldest ship in the fleet, but they had to let her go. They just will not be able to sail this vessel in their high traffic U.S. market area. There is no way that a ship with virtually, with a handful of balconies, it will survive in the U.S. market. This ship right here, the Majesty of the Seas, was the second ship to be offloaded. Same thing, majority of the cabins are inside and ocean view, not balcony. There are at least 3 or 4 more of this style of ship that are going to have to be let go, and by the time they are, we'll have watched Royal Caribbean with the offloading of Azamara. They'll have dropped upwards of 9 ships from their fleet, and that will bring Royal Caribbean in a leaner kind of way into the market. They'll have their Celebrity Cruise Line here running their cruises, hopefully to Alaska when Alaska reopens again, but that might not be till 2022. They will have European sailings, they will have North American sailings, and they will cover the globe, but with the larger, newer ships only, saying goodbye to the smaller ships. So, smart move for, I think, both parties. For the folks at Sycamore Partners, they've picked up an entire cruise line, and it's an operating cruise line. As soon as the green light is given, they will restart sailings. Whether they'll be selling their inside rooms or not, that will remain to be seen. But for Royal Caribbean, they move forward by saying goodbye to Azamara, but moving ahead with their brand new ships coming out, and they can focus on what they do best on that larger segment of the market. There you have it. Norwegian not sailing now until May, joining everyone else. We'll keep you posted on these updates. Thanks for joining me today and your support. Subscribe today. We'll talk to you later, everybody. Bye for now.